Are your blinders still on? Hey everyone, it's Crystal Fry, and I want to welcome you into Friday Night Live. Thank you all for joining me. Those of you who are watching live and joining in with us live tonight, those of you who are watching in the replay, we are broadcasting on 3 different places, 2 spots on Facebook and also over on YouTube. So as you come in, say hello so that I can say hello back and greet you properly. Tonight, I am asking that question. Are your blinders still on? Like, can you see? Do you see what's happening right now? Do you see what's going on? Fair warning up at the front, this is not a political post. I am not here to debate anything. I'm not even here to talk about politics. When I'm talking about your blinders, first, let's talk a little bit about what your blinders are. You guys, as you're coming in live, say hello so I can say hello back to you. I also want to encourage you to share this video, tag a friend, start a watch party, because we're going to talk about your blinders tonight. And do you still have them on? So blinders are what they use for horses, right? To keep them, focused right on what's ahead of them, to keep them from getting spooked, from them seeing different things. So blinders, right? Keeping you here in a space of tunnel vision where you're only focused on what's right in front of you. Now, this is really good if, in fact, you need to be full focused on a task right here in front of you, right? How many of you have had the opportunity to get really involved in something and be distracted and really had to put yourself in a place where there were no other distractions? You could just focus and get that thing done, right? Blinders are really good for that. But a lot of times we forget to take them off and we stay stuck just seeing only what is right in front of us. And that doesn't actually help all that much. Because when you have your blinders on, again, what can you see? Only what's right in front of you. You can't see everything else going on because either you're laser focused on a task that you're doing, on a project that you're working on, or because you've forgotten to take them off, you're still just looking right ahead. You're still just looking in one direction. What happens when you do take them off? When you do take them off, or actually, let's stay with what happens when you keep them on, okay? Let's stay with that for just another minute, because when you have your blinders on and you're only looking at what's in front of you, you are missing all of the other opportunities that are surrounding you. You can't see them because you're only looking dead ahead. You're only looking at what's in front of you. It's hard to see different opportunities and different, different possibilities, all these different things that could be all around you, people that could potentially help you, different partnerships that you may be, that may be beneficial for you, all sorts of things that can be all around you. You're not going to see them if you've got your blinders on, because your blinders only allow you to focus on what's in front of you, what's directly ahead of you. And again, that can be good when you need to focus on a task. But ladies and gentlemen, when you are trying to build something, when you are trying to grow something, when you are trying to, expand your space, when you're trying to expand your influence and we've talked about goals and setting those and what they look like. When you're trying to get to a place where you've never been, you can't get there if you are only looking right in front of you. You can't, because in order to get to the place you want to be, you may have to hang a left, right? You may have to turn in a different direction. You may have to see and be open to possibilities that are not directly in front of you. Sometimes things fall right into your lap, right into your line of sight. Those are amazing. More often than not, you have to look for the opportunities. You have to expand your mind. You have to expand your thinking of what's possible in order for you to get to that place that will get you to that next step that will help you achieve what you want to achieve. So as we're talking tonight about blinders, and do you still have yours on, I'm talking to you about your mindset. Okay, this is a mindset thing. We get very close-minded very easily. A lot of us get very close-minded very easily because we're only focused on what's right in front of us. Well, when you take your blinders off, right? When you remove them and you can now see all around you instead of just what is right in front of you, you are expanding your vision beyond what's just right in front of you. You are expanding your vision to places that you've never looked before. Your mindset starts to shift into a place that is above and beyond what you are accustomed to. So I want you to think about that for a minute and really take some time to inventory where your blinders are. What situations cause you to really just kind of focus down on just what's in front of you? For a lot of people, it's their job. Sometimes maybe it's, here's a really good example. When you're writing a book, you usually need to put blinders on so that you can focus on writing that book, right? If I have any authors here, if you or anyone who has ever attempted to write a book, whether you have completed it, whether you have not, if you have sat down and tried to put words to page in some manner of succession and, get some thoughts out there, that is a situation where your blinders are a really good thing because you need that dedicated focus to writing that book. You need that dedicated focus to that task at hand. But when you come up for air, when you're done with that project, when you're finished with whatever it is that required your real heavy focus, what do you see? Have you taken the blinders off, or are you still just simply going in this one straight direction? Have you taken the time to look around and see what opportunities may be just to the left or just to the right? Or maybe you have to do a 360. Maybe you have to look all around you to find those opportunities. But guess what? You can't see them and you won't find them if you are staying in a position where your blinders are on and you are only focused on what is directly in front of you, only what is in your line of sight. Now, once you have yourself in the position where you are moving straight forward and you need that focus, by all means. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, in order for you to get there, you got to take the blinders off. You have to expand what it is that you are letting into your circle. Now, a side note here, be mindful about what you are letting into your circle, okay? As you are attempting to grow beyond where you are, be mindful of what you're letting in. Be mindful of what you are exposing yourself to, what you're feeding your mind with, the people that you are engaging with. Be mindful of that. But do not limit yourself. That is one of the killers of dreams, is limitations. Limitations will squash your dreams and what it is that you want to do every single time. You have to get rid of those. Your limitations are your blinders. Your limitations, your perceived limitations are your blinders. I talked a couple of videos ago about the fact that we don't really have limitations. Outside of the ones that we place on ourselves, we are capable of some incredible things as human beings. The thought process, the creative process, the collaboration that can happen between people. Ladies and gentlemen, we are creative beings. And that doesn't mean that we all, have an appreciation or that we're all artists, right? No, but you make things, writers, mechanics. Listen, it takes skill to be able to take an engine apart and put it back together. It takes skill to be able to take all of those things that, if you guys have ever seen like a computer circuit board, it takes skill for that, right? That's a creativity. Your creativity is completely stifled if you are staying within your perceived limitations that are your blinders, because you cannot see anything else that is around you. You cannot see what is beyond those limiting beliefs. So what is waiting for you when you take those off? Opportunities, possibilities. I mentioned earlier collaborations, new ideas, innovation. All different sorts of things are waiting for you as soon as you take those blinders off. So, I mean, really, like it makes me think about the whole, when one door closes, another one opens, right? We've heard that adage, one door closes, another one opens. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you are only staring at a closed door because you have blinders on and you can't see anything but the closed door that's in front of you, you're going to miss the window that's open. You're going to miss the door down the hall that just flung itself wide open for you to walk through because you're stuck here staring at the closed door, staring at a missed opportunity, staring at something that didn't go the way that you thought it would. Listen, our success many, many, many times does not come the way that we think it should or that it will. Many, many times it is the unforeseen opportunity that appears to fall in our lap, the coincidental meeting, the new connection that you make. So many times our success is driven by the fact that we've taken our blinders off and we can see the opportunities that are around us. And you guys know when I'm talking about success, I'm talking about what it means to you, whether that is being successful in your family, whether it's being successful in your career, whether it is being a successful, entrepreneur, whatever that is for you. If you are not where you want to be, I encourage you to ask yourself if you still have your blinders on. Maybe the opportunity that's going to take you to the next level is waiting through the door right down the hall that just opened, but you can't see it because you're busy staring at the one in front of you that just closed. So the whole point of the question tonight is, are your blinders still on? Is to get you into the mindset, get you to shift that mindset to think about the different opportunities that are around you. Whether or not you are paying attention to things outside of just what's in front of you. Are you exploring other opportunities? Are you exploring other thought processes? Are you exploring different ideas? Are you taking any risk? Are you taking any chances? Or are you simply just taking one step in front of the other down the only path you can see because that's the only one that you're currently looking at? So that's what I want to leave you with tonight. Success does not always look the way that we think it's going to. You must stay open for the different opportunities and possibilities that are waiting for you to step into them. They're waiting for you to look a little to the right or look a little to the left and see them standing there waiting to greet you with open arms. All you have to do is take those blinders off so that you can see them. So that is what I have for you tonight. As we're talking about whether or not you have your blinders still on, I want to thank everyone who has joined me live tonight and those of you who are watching in the replay. I do want to encourage you, if you are struggling with understanding how to take those blinders off, understanding whether or not you still have them on, how those are impacting who you are, how those are impacting you getting to know the real you, you getting to take those steps forward, you getting to make progress towards your success and how you define that. Right down here at the bottom of the screen, I have the link for a strategy session with me. It's a complimentary strategy session. It's 30 minutes, doesn't cost you anything. You can go to bit.ly/see-me30, grab some time on my calendar, and let's talk about that. Because the worst thing in the world, ladies and gentlemen, is to get to the end of your life and realize that there are so many other things that you wanted to do. But you wasted so much time trying to figure it out on your own, not being sure of who you are and what you want to do, not understanding how to take the next step, not having a blueprint, not having someone to light the path for you. I want to save you that trouble because I've been there. I've been confused. I've been scared. I've been afraid. I've been in a place where I didn't have a clue who I was, apart from, the way that I was defining myself. I didn't know who I was. And now that I've come through that journey, it's my opportunity, it's my pleasure to turn around and help other women do the very same thing. So grab some time on my calendar. I would love to chat with you again. It's 30 minutes. It doesn't cost you a thing. So bit.ly/see-me30. And again, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight for Friday Night Live. Those of you who are watching live on Facebook, go ahead and make sure that you are subscribed, or that you like the page and that you turn the notifications on so that you know when we are live. And for my friends over on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell so that you get the notifications when we go live. As always, I invite you to share, tag a friend, start a watch party, push this out to other people, because you guys, there's a lot of people who are walking around with their blinders on. And it's time for us to take them off. It's time for us to take them off and see all the wonderful possibilities that exist when you're not just looking straight ahead. Okay? So that's what I've got for you tonight. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you again very soon. I'm Crystal Fry, your personal identity coach, supporting women in life and business to find their identity, love the woman they are, so that they can transform their lives into legacies. I'll see you guys all again real soon.